type shit.
Stop playing with me, Drake.
DJ K.
Come on, I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. Posted up on the island with a bitch. They call me cause I ain't on that dumb shit. Yeah, I'm rich, but act broke with a bitch. Duval day, I really do it for the kids. Get checks, never gotta work a job. No Viagra, dick still get hard. I can make your auntie swipe a credit card. OG in the game, realest that you ever. Aunties get down on the floor. Show these poor ass hoes how it go. Back it up like Freak Week 94. Is she under 24? It's a no. Come on, I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit.
What's good, nieces and nephews? Welcome back to Insomniac Theater. Been a few nights, but I've been under the weather. I done caught the cooties. I don't know where y'all stay, but out here in Texas, there's some shit going around. It's like, we don't know if it's the C-19, the flu. It felt like the C-19 because I had that before, twice actually. So I'm kind of familiar with the symptoms. Started off with a real intense headache. I'm talking head about to explode headache. And next thing you know, I was down bad. And Uncle ain't gonna lie, when I get sick, I be hurting. I turn to a big ass baby. So I don't even know how long this show gonna be tonight, because I'm not feeling like myself. But I'm on the back end of the cooties, though. I'm on the back ends of it. So, but seriously, though, it's something going around right now. So make sure y'all watch what you touch. Make sure you wash your hands as much as possible. Keep hand sanitizer with you, because it's this real bad bug going around. And I don't know where how it is up north, whatever, but in the south, people been getting sick left and right. And it's one of those ill colds that kind of stick with you, like a week or two. I don't know if it's a flu. I don't know if it's C-19. I don't know if it's a hybrid. Whatever it is, it's out there. So, and especially if you got elderly people in your home, or you go visit your elderly grandma, old people, or you work around old people, just try to make sure you wash your hands, take care of your shit as much as possible. Because it's stuff that we can handle as younger people, even though Unc ain't particularly young. But it's stuff we can handle, we can fight off. That might take our old uncle out. Just old Uncle Johnny gone. Because you done brought your little snot nose over there, snot nose ass over there coughing. Now Uncle Johnny gone. That's fucked up. That's selfish. But what's up, my fellow insomniacs? Like I said, it's the night shift. For all my no sleeping people, team no sleep. Salute to y'all. All my nocturnal homies and homettes. All my fellow goddamn vampires of the motherfucking night. Welcome back. We up, baby. Team no sleep. Either genetics, you just can't sleep, be it graveyard shift, be it whatever. You up, we up. And while we up, we just gonna talk some shit, have a good time, have some fun, maybe even learn something. And just kill some goddamn time. But before we get to it though, I gotta get my admin shit out the way, but my shit don't take long because it is automated, integrated.
What's up, nieces and nephews? Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share.
If you want to support, hit up my Cash App at $UncBe Streaming. Any donation will be greatly appreciated. Thanks in advance.
Shout out to all my people checking me out on Rumble. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share. Show some love, y'all.
Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break.
Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, and give a nigga a goddamn break. Anyway, yeah, welcome back to Insomniac Theater. And as you know, we talk about all kinds of stuff. It's kind of all over the place. It's unorganized organization over here because it's late at night. It's 1 a.m. where I'm at, 1 a.m. I don't know what time it is where you at, but whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it's late, depending on where you stay, but it is what it is. But we up over here. And after 1 a.m., you ain't trying to organize nothing but some snacks and maybe some poom poom. But so we ain't gonna be too organized. No, not like that. Yeah, I was already sick. I was trying to fight it, Candy. I was drinking vitamin C and shit. I was drinking this shit right here. That emergency. I try to push a lot of that down. I try to avoid like over the counter like medicine as much as possible and just try to like work out this fucking immune system. But anyway, we back on our survival thing tonight. Our post-apocalyptic survival shit. That's the spiel. Like I said, I'm trying to stay alive. I'm trying to keep y'all alive. Everybody else that ain't up, fuck them. They just ain't gonna make it. Except for the replay game. Shout out to the replay game because whenever y'all catch the information, y'all gonna be good to go too. So often we see in the movies and in the shows these people that be ready. And these ready people, they be having bunkers. And I know we all ain't got no bunker money. But I think bunkers come, in different ranges, of course, just like everything else. But even if I can't afford a bunker, I've always been fascinated by bunkers and by the concept of the bunkers and the idea of having a bunker. Like if I could picture my perfect scenario, my perfect situation, if some shit went down, a nice bunker with this and that and like generator and solar panels and just some clean shit that's comfortable because they make those. There are I remember this one story. This guy bought a nuclear silo, and he converted the nuclear silo into like some bunker apartments. The projects, the bunker jets, the post-apocalyptic projects. But it was really, really nice though. But they made all these rooms and they fancified everything. And the place had features like it has its own security team, it has a gym, all kinds of crazy shit. I mean, we might look over that one tonight if that's the one I run across, because I do got some videos set up. But when the guy bought this bunker, and he got it really cheap for it being a nuclear silo, he got it at a really good price. And he had it all, spent a bunch of money to get it fixed. And pretty much all the rooms are already reserved. Because that's how this work. You buy your space in the state-of-the-art bunker and your spot locked in. It's pretty much like apocalypse insurance. It's apocalypse insurance. I get car insurance and you got to pay it even if you never had a wreck and you've been driving for 30 years. Well, just in case, you got to have that insurance. And that's what this apocalypse insurance is. It's just in case something happens. You might never utilize that facility that you paid into. And you might go to the grave. Hopefully you can pass it on to your peoples. But you might go to the grave a little old man and never got back on your investment for that bunker space you bought. But I guess that's kind of one of those better safe than sorry things, pretty much, I would think, you know. So, but bunkers just always fascinated me because that's what I would want. Of course, a certain kind of bunker designed a certain way, a certain setup. But that's the situation I would prefer. So I do have a couple of videos. I don't know if they're any good. We got man builds secret tunnel and bunker below his backyard. And allegedly we get to see this process as it transpires. I think the bunker is definitely a rich man game. But if you really like invest just a little extra, I think you can slowly throw you one together, get as the years progress. But you will probably have to do a lot of the work yourself. But I'm not a handy man like that. I'm not handy. I ain't even gonna front. JM says there are people whose full-time job is to upkeep of the bunkers for the elites. Yep. And the elites probably go by periodically and check their space, check their room, get stuff updated. They might take their family to check it out every now and then. But I guess the guy in this video, they say he built a secret bunker in his backyard. I mean, that's a short distance to bug out. Let's just see his setup first. Let's see his setup. Because I think if your house is compromised, I would want to go a little farther from my compromised house than just my backyard. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's like if your house catch on fire and you run to the neighbor house for protection to get inside there. That's a little too close.
In this video, a long-awaited project is begun. A tunnel is being dug from a bunker built 11 years ago to the creator's house. The effort is inspired by the movie The Great Escape, and the tunnel is named Dave as a personal reference, echoing the original escape tunnels, Tom, Dick, and Harry. To reinforce the exposed soil, steel sheet panels are installed around the perimeter of the dug sections, providing structural support and creating a finished surface. Stainless steel pop rivets are used to secure the soil during tunnel construction.
Let's go in.
See, I'm already lost. I already got to start paying people. They already, just that quick, have got too handy for me. They too handy for me already.
The boring machine is built with swinging arms to support its weight and prevent twisting. It is designed to pivot up, down, and side to side, allowing for easier handling in confined spaces. The tunnel boring machine is assembled from various...
I don't know. I ain't said this in a while, but your boy is extremely claustrophobic. Excuse me. I'm extremely claustrophobic. So tunnel burrowing is definitely something I had to pay somebody to do. honestly, for me to possibly even be in a bunker, it had to be so big that I forget it is a bunker.
Repurposed components, including a treadmill that functions as a conveyor belt. Instead of buying expensive machinery, the creator relies on DIY engineering, welding together swinging arms and using salvaged parts to build a functional rig. The arms are cleverly designed to pivot in all directions.
This nigga on some MacGyver shit.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
I ain't gonna never get my bunker built. Let's see if we can skip to some more stuff. I'm tired of watching this nigga play with dirt. What's the next step? This was tunnel your cart, create a lift system. Okay, let's check this step.
These metal sheets act as a temporary retaining structure, preventing soil collapse and maintaining tunnel stability during construction. The excavation method has shifted from using a tunnel boring machine to a more manual drilling tool, likely for greater precision or due to space constraints. It's a bit more labor-intensive, but offers more control in tighter sections.
I thought digging sideways was hard. Digging upwards is 10 times harder. I thought gravity just helped you, but you're having to ram the drill upwards and put so much weight upwards. Anyway, I've got a bit of a dome shape on it now, so it will naturally hold itself. It'll be a lot safer, hopefully. I can just keep the middle higher than the sides, and then I think we'll be all right then.
All right, they done dug to the side. Now they digging up. I guess he creating one of the exits they were talking about. Man, this is some work, man. Fuck. Nigga just want a bunker.
Although the current excavation is being done from outside rather than from inside the tunnel, it hasn't made the job any easier. In fact, digging from above comes with its own challenges, especially when the ground is hard and compacted. The tunnel continues to be reinforced using metal sheet panels, just as in previous sections. These sheets are installed along the walls of the excavated area to maintain the overall shape of the tunnel.
Look at that. Pull the catch.
An electric tunnel.
Yo, this nigga about that life, yo. That boy out here really putting him a bunker in his backyard. Maybe he making a bunker to have somewhere to take his side piece. This is why I bring the hizzos to the bunker. Bunker bunnies. Then that's the next new corn series. Bunker bunnies. Bunker baddies. Bunker bitches. Bunker gangbangs.
Cart has been assembled and mounted to run on tracks. It allows for the efficient transport of loads, streamlining operations, and minimizing manual labor. As the tunnel extends further, the volume of excavated soil increases significantly, making it progressively more difficult to manage. As part of reinforcing and
This nigga gotta dig up all that dirt. Then he gotta go get rid of the dirt. I gotta dig up this dirt and undig it and take it somewhere else.
What the hell?
Ain't no way, Sway.
And improving the tunnel entrance, a support strut is mounted.
Bought 2 of these thinking we needed 2. But it does come up pretty well. What do you think? Parts I folded earlier. And that's the sump pin, look. So now after this, there's 2 sumps at the lowest point of the tunnels. They'll always have these pumps running in them. So we start off where we left off on the last one. Finish off the sump section with a new pump in. Obviously fitting the railway track supports on here.
You're doing good though. I can't do this shit. I wouldn't do this shit. Facts. James said this is like a civil engineer job. This nigga is really like, it's turning into something. We watching this shit turn into something. I think you're gonna fuck with more dirt for a while. We're gonna skip a little bit.
Excavation is carried out with an excavator to achieve the precise depth and dimensions required for the foundation and underground structure. A gas bottle is mounted onto a hoverboard tray, transforming it into a mobile impact tool. It is then forcefully pushed forward to strike the tunnel wall from inside the bunker. After the
Take all this to build a bunker. I ain't gonna never have one, yo. I ain't gonna never have one. I'm gonna have to take somebody else's bunker. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to motherfucking, I don't know. Shit, I'm gonna have to get to the goddamn chopper, something. Cause ain't no way, I ain't gonna make it. This is a little too much for me.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
I ain't gonna have no bunker. I'm just gonna have to get to the goddamn chopper.
initial breakthrough is completed, excavation work continues on the bunker foundation. This involves digging to the required depth and dimensions to accommodate the structural base of the bunker. The surface is compacted to eliminate air pockets and increase its load-bearing capacity, ensuring a stable and level base. To reinforce the bunker foundation, rebar is cut, bent, and tied into a grid that will be embedded in the concrete. This reinforcement helps the concrete withstand external forces, such as ground pressure and shifting loads.
Whoever get this bunker got some money.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Whoever in this bunker, they got that goddamn money.
Oh my God.
And they got equipment and all kinds of shit, and like construction teams, and this nigga building a house. Like the process, insane. I ain't got it like that, people.
The concrete is carefully distributed to ensure even coverage and proper bonding with the steel reinforcement. It is then leveled and smoothed and left to cure over time, allowing it to harden and gain strength.
Oh, it's right down the tunnel. What's going on?
It is now time to prepare the vertical reinforcement for the bunker's concrete walls. This reinforcement is crucial for increasing tensile strength, enabling the walls to withstand external pressures and resist cracking. The reinforcement at the tunnel entrance is cut back to clear the entryway. This removal ensures unobstructed access while preserving the structural integrity of the surrounding reinforced sections. Moldings are installed to shape and support the concrete walls during pouring, ensuring the concrete sets to the desired shape and dimensions while providing stability and a smooth finish.
Can I just go take over a Costco?
Oh my God!
Can we just go take over a Costco or something, or a Walmart? Hell, at this point, even a fucking what's that little bullshit, Brookshire's or some shit, or I don't know. Hell, I'll take a 7-Eleven. Fuck it. It's too much work.
Concrete is poured into the installed wall moldings, maintaining a consistent flow rate to prevent interruptions that could create cold joints or weak spots. During pouring, the concrete is vibrated to help it settle and compact properly within the mold, avoiding air pockets. Proper curing helps prevent cracking and ensures the bunker walls meet the necessary durability standards to withstand environmental pressures. Gravel is poured between the exterior of the concrete walls and the surrounding soil to create a drainage bed. The area is then backfilled with the previously excavated soil.
Ah, that's why you got to keep the dirt. So you got to dig the dirt, store the dirt elsewhere, and then you got to bring the dirt back and put it back. That's a lot of work you're doing with that same dirt.
Oh my God!
That's a lot of work. I don't know.
A rebar mesh is laid across the entire surface, completing the site preparation for the subfloor concrete pour. A dry mix is laid into the footing trench to absorb residual moisture and stabilize the base before wet concrete is added. With the help of an assistant operating the digger, the concrete is distributed more efficiently around the site. Heavy rain begins during the process, complicating the pour. However, the wet conditions unintentionally aid in leveling by keeping the mix fluid and self-leveling.
But when we take the wooden shuttering we put out on the outside, that starts making the cavity drain. It's going to have a brick wall built on the edge of that. 90mm Kingspan on the walls, plus it's waterproofing. So I think we'll do the waterproofing next, shall we? These are my reclaimed bricks I bought. They all look pretty nice. They match colour-wise pretty exactly to what I've got on the house, but they are a little bit taller, but that won't matter for the downstairs layer. This is the waterproofing stuff. That goes against the wall, comes out 8mm. The water should always keep against the wall, apparently, into the tray at the bottom. So obviously this is a tuck in.
This, people, is what happens when you have too much money and too much free time. Jam, you're 100% right. Jam says, I'm thinking diversity is going to be sorely lacking in bunker society. Yes. I don't know if you see that show Fallout, but is it a lot of black people on there? I don't know. But nah. We gonna be out there like we was back in Africa, out there living in the wilds, making it off the land, making it work, taking shelter where we can. We ain't got no bunker money. I mean, Jay-Z and Beyonce will be in their little bunker. They probably already got a room bought.
The jetting hole here. So effectively that's going to be in the brickwork like that.
A tunnel arch template is fabricated using welded metal sheets.
That's the template there for the tunnel arch. So effectively these bricks are going to go round. Find one with a nice face, eh? But they go round like that.
A protective tent top is constructed over the work site to shield ongoing operations from weather changes.
They are really, really heavy. Just imagine trying to do all this lot in the pouring rain. It's chucking it down out there. All the water would be running down here. It'd be horrendous. Last Friday, building this tent was the best thing I've done lately. Looks like a proper archway, doesn't it? Bit of work here. Let me know in the comments. We've done the right thing spending all this time cutting this. I think I have. I think we can make a lot better job. So these top bricks are in place. You see my guides underneath, can't you? So they've got, that shows you the...
Not only is he building this goddamn bunker, he's trying to make it look cool, trying to make it look fancy, trying to add some fun sway to this shit. Why should it be so basic? It'll look like a goddamn prison cell. Well, I think that's the tunnel entrance. That's the goddamn tunnel entrance. But he giving it a look for whatever reason.
Brick and then the mortar. The mortar has to match all the stuff we've got here. The reason we're on that thickness of 11.6 mil is so we hit the right height at the top.
A steel ladder is constructed using welding techniques to withstand heavy use and environmental stress, ensuring it remains reliable and safe over time.
So I can do these up now. Don't know how long you're going to leave them, but that is tight.
The ladder steps are precast with concrete, providing a solid surface for footing.
Filling the bead at the edge with some mortar before we slide it in. There, you've done it, look.
The creator incorporates a
Where the fuck he get this Jeep from?
Oh my God!
Where the fuck he get this Jeep from? And what the fuck he's finna do with it? I guess we're about to find out, right? He got that money.
A 1944 Ford GPW Willys Jeep, formerly used by the British Army, into the build as a symbolic gesture to create a memorable moment. It turns out the tunnel ceiling is too low to connect properly to the new bunker. To fix it, part of the existing tunnel must be dismantled to allow for
I think he did it because it's for a memorable moment. Took a 1944 classic Jeep, took it down in the ground for shits and giggles because it looked cool. They got it like that. I'm starting to think this bunker building shit is highly, highly outside my tax bracket.
Proper alignment and access. The process has to be done without any structural support underneath, so each tunnel segment is carefully removed to avoid collapse. Every step is taken with extreme caution. The realignment is considered essential to ensure a proper and stable connection between the tunnel and the new bunker.
Just watching him do this is kind of fucking with my claustrophobic shit, my claustrophobia. Also, I listen, I gotta take Xanax just to do an MRI. I gotta take Xanny. I gotta get this a microdose. Well, I gotta take that just to do an MRI because that's how claustrophobic I am. So watching this is like, ugh. Clearly, this guy don't have those problems. He could probably be one of those cave diving people or whatever.
The problem with this ground, it is just sand and stone. So the water flows straight through it. It will drain and get away, all right. Lift this onto the cart like that. Pretty grim. And get down the other end. See you in a bit. Still one of the best inventions I've ever made, and the simplest. How simple is that? Just leave the hoverboard you drive forward and back. For other people that don't know what they're doing.
A ratchet strap and some timber blocks are finally used to lift the section and bring it into proper alignment, ensuring it is leveled accurately without causing any damage. The process then continues with drilling to further excavate the area.
Well, gone deep enough for that. With pea gravel.
The sump cavity was filled with pea gravel to promote effective drainage.
Then I assemble the last section together and get it slid down the gap. And then I fitted the final tunnel stiffening bars in. Just again to follow the correct path. So I try and use blocks of wood and knock them across and then put the screws in. It seems to work quite well. The only problem is, I do all this, and then remember, I need to put this panel in, so I have to take them all back out again. But never mind. The tunnel, you can see the correction we did at this other end, where we went uphill at the end. I think it's absolutely awesome. But at the end of the video, we're going to show what the other scanner, and this scanner, and Ian's to do some tricks.
Necessary cutouts are made, and holes are drilled around the perimeter of the steel sheet that will be used to fabricate the tunnel door. The letters T and D representing tunnel.
I think I finna skip ahead a little bit to the final product or closer to the final product. Let's skip up to when we see this shit start kind of looking like something. We're gonna skip up to it start looking like something.
Smooth rotation. To maintain functionality while preserving the hidden entrance, this solution ensures that the chimney spins smoothly without compromising its sealed connection to the burner. The pipe assembly is aligned with the chimney to safely vent smoke outside.
Secret latch, but if I pull the chimney and push it round like that, now we're shut it again.
The boy got the secret passageway.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
That boy like the goddamn underground bat cave on their ass. Is that fire in that motherfucker too? Is the fire fate? What's going on here?
It's warmed up. She's working a treat. To move, you have to just tap it across. It seems to be sticking like that. Now it's hot. You see that? Also, we need a way of opening it up in this end as well, because this, at the moment, that's mega hot. I can just about touch this bracket all right. But I've cut the tracks here, obviously. You probably noticed no tracks anymore. The new plan for the tunnel cart is to make it so it runs on rails and on rubber wheels, right? So we don't need tracks at either end.
The main goal now is to build a remote-controlled tunnel cart that can move forward or backward on command. It also...
Who the fuck is this dude? Is this Bob the goddamn builder? Is this like the real MacGyver? He's just out here building shit. Oh, I'm just going to build a remote control vehicle that... Nigga, where the fuck you get that from? Who just builds remote control fucking custom made ass fucking vehicles?
also needs built-in speed limits to ensure it's safe to ride in, reducing the risk of accidents. The chassis is cut from 3 mm galvanized steel. Wheels and components are salvaged from other parts. Gears made from 2 mm steel are positioned with magnets, then welded and bolted in place.
Yeah, this dude definitely not a regular dude. He ain't got no regular job. I don't know what he do for a living, but it's probably something connected to this. This ain't no regular dude. Kenny Kane said, how is he going to protect against carbon monoxide in there? He definitely got to be some kind of engineer. That's a fact. This nigga ain't no regular. This ain't regular dude shit. This ain't even regular handy dude. I know some handy ass niggas. I know some black nigga rigging Bob the building ass nigga. Tyrone the builder. I have met Tyrone the builder.
No.
I done met some black MacGyvers, but nobody this goddamn good. This nigga ain't just a regular nigga.
A drive cog is welded to a shaft for the drivetrain. A double wheel hub is assembled, and the shaft is machined on a lathe to complete the axle. A speed controller is installed onto the tunnel cart. This particular model is fully programmable, allowing adjustments to top speed, acceleration, braking force, and regenerative braking.
Turn it on. Stop. Come back to me. Seems to be handling the bend all right. So we can get rid of these rails now. Don't worry, I have no idea what I'm doing. After everything I've done so far, I'm just having a go. That's what I do. There's probably someone out there tiring, laughing at what I'm doing right now, right? Thinking he knows nothing, and that is because I don't. Never be scared to have a go at stuff. That's my motto. Obviously, when I read the comments, I realise where I went wrong on the ad. And I'm quite glad because I'm already using way more tile adhesives. I know I should have started at the back corner of the room, not this edge here, but the reasoning behind.
The final adjustments are carried out to complete this incredible project.
Same stuff I used to fasten the tiles down on the floor. put it at the back, squidged it in by pushing it in. Oh, round, in. Floor looks now, needs a bit more of a clean.
Okay, people. Let's not act like we not impressed. I'm highly impressed. Candy says, my dad worked for a while in construction. He did all the home upgrades, including building the garage. This is many levels above that. Yeah. I've seen some people put some stuff together. I've seen some people repair. I watched my house get built, but they, this dude good. This dude good, especially if it seems like he's, of course, he can't operate the big machines and stuff, but outside of that, he's pretty much doing a lot of this shit himself.
But as you can see, it's looking pretty good. It's all done in the cupboard. It's all done up to the tunnel. Want to get this finished, but we've run out of time on this video. But anyway, toilets work. A quick look at the step of how she's looking. I think that looks absolutely spot on. So we've got a bit of a time. That just pushes up. It does expand. Like I say, this isn't necessarily the stuff I want to use. I wanted to use the galvanised stuff, but I just wanted to get this thing working for now, somehow.
A ventilation system is assembled to improve indoor air circulation. Ventilation is set up, but the space is still not cooled sufficiently, especially during gatherings. Therefore, cold air is planned to be added to improve cooling. The Jeep's front panel is being worked on, with the cold air intake planned for installation. The grille of a Jeep is made from 6mm thick metal, because the flared and rolled edges found on a real Jeep require specialized press tools to replicate.
Need a way of opening it up in this end as well.
So that's what he needed the Jeep for. He just knew he was going to need the Jeep. Now, after skipping parts of the video and going God knows how long into it, now the Jeep makes sense. Or it don't really make sense, but we're going to see what he's going to do with it. He ain't gonna tell us, Candy. You know he gonna keep his secrets, his little rich white secrets. He gonna tell us to mind our poor ass business.
This at the moment, that's mega hot. I can just about I can touch this bracket all right. At the step of how she's looking.
To improve indoor air circulation. Ventilation is set up, but the space is still not cooled sufficiently, especially during gatherings. Therefore, cold air is planned to be added to improve cooling. The Jeep's front panel is being worked on, with the cold air intake planned for installation. The grille of a Jeep is made from 6mm thick metal, because the flared and rolled edges found on a real Jeep require specialized press tools to replicate.
She is mounted. That is solid. Black to red. So that's the best I can do. I've put some bits of paper over the lights. It does look cool, doesn't it? Right, I've run out of time in this episode. I wanted to get it all finished and working, but it'll be another 2 weeks before this actually comes out then. Obviously, if you like this video, you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. And
This nigga up here talking about making shit that look cool. And yes, that look cool as fuck. All right, motherfucker? That look cool as fuck. You got shit on us like this. This boy like the white Anton Daniels. Just shitting on us. On our poor asses. So just like you got shit on our poor asses, man. Let us be great in our brokenness. Can we just be great in our poverty? Let us prosper in our poverty, you know? But no. So we saw this guy do his man-made bunker. It was definitely still above the average citizen, obviously. But the super elite, they not even do all that work. No, not at all. So let's see how the super elite do it. Before we get to that, though, let me go ahead and run one of these real quick.
What's up, nieces and nephews? Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share.
If you want to support, hit up my Cash App at $UncBeStreaming. Any donation would be greatly appreciated. Thanks in advance.
Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break.
Give a nigga a break. Anyway, back to Insomniac Theater. B is for bunkers, $1 billion bunkers to be exact. Let's check out and see how the lifestyles of the rich and famous. Let's see how they gonna survive the apocalypse. Let's see how we gonna compare our apocalyptic experience to their apocalypse experience. We gonna be out here eat barbecue rats and chocolate covered cockroaches. Fighting a big Jamaican dude with a machete over who gonna sleep on a pissy mattress. That's gonna be our experience. Let's see how the rich and famous. Let's see how LeBron James and Elon Musk and all them gonna be living.
Imagine this. We're in the future, and the apocalypse has just started. Yellowstone's supervolcano has erupted and has sent the world into a doomsday scenario. The ash.
Yo, this some dramatic ass music, yo. This some dramatic ass shit. It ain't. It's like kind of. It's dramatic on that level, but it's better because you know it got a little more bass to it. There's like, and mine's got more horns. But it got the same effect. I like it. I like it a lot.
Blocks out the sun for months upon months, which leaves little food for people to fight over. What would you want to be doing in that situation? Would you want to be out in the toxic elements fighting off people? Or would you rather be in the luxurious bunkers of Vivos Europa? If you have around $5 million sitting around just waiting to be spent, why don't you go check out the Vivos Europa bunkers? The bunker complex is regarded as very similar.
Say what? $5 million. $5 million.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
I forgot these are rich people problems we talking about here. This is not our tax bracket, but we're just gonna watch it just for entertainment purposes only. It inspired us for this to possibly be our future when the shit hit.
To an underground cruise ship for the elite. Features everything you will ever need to survive an apocalypse. If you have around $5 million sitting around just waiting to be spent, why don't you go check out the Vivos Europa bunkers? The bunker complex is regarded as very similar to an underground cruise ship for the elite. Features everything you will ever need to survive an apocalypse of any kind. Before we get into this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on this luxury content. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell to get notified every time I post a video. Now, let's get into the most luxurious bunker on the planet. Located in Rothenstein, Germany, the Vivos Europa is a bunker deep down in a limestone mountain enclosed by a heavily guarded wall and gate. Once the gates are locked, the only way in or out of the property is by helicopter, which is provided by Vivos. This is one of the most fortified.
Damn, so if something happened in the world where the copters get shot down or the copters don't work or something just happened and the fuel ain't good or I don't know, it's monsters flying in the sky, knocking shit out the sky. Whatever some shit happened, the helicopters ain't the option. That mean you stuck in that bitch? I need more than one way out of any fucking thing. My house got a back door and a front door. And also a garage door and several windows if shit really get real and I'm in a goddamn pickle. Oh my God. But helicopters being your only way, y'all don't got no tunnel for vehicles or no tunnel so we can run up out that bitch. I don't even like the planning so far. I don't like the planning. They too worried about being bougie than being fucking practical. If I'm paying $5 million for the spot, I want my bouginess. So keep the helicopter. But you know what? I think they do got other exits. They just can't tell us about them because they don't want to keep all their secrets out. You look, see, I'm high and I'm old, but I'm not crazy. That's what's going on, people. They can't tell us all the secret sauces. Just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's an intel thing. It's OPSEC, Operation Security.
And massive underground survival shelters on Earth with over 76 acres of secured blast-proof living areas. It was originally built by the Soviets during the Cold War for munition and missile warehousing, but was purchased by the German government after the Cold War ended, and then was purchased by the one and only Robert Vicino. The facility can withstand a substantial close-range nuclear blast, a direct airplane crash, biological and chemical agents, shock waves, earthquakes, tsunamis, electromagnetic pulses, and virtually any armed attack. Collectively, there are over 5 kilometers or 3.1 miles of continuous tunnel chambers. All areas are located behind 2 separate nuclear blast and radiation-proof vehicle entrances, so you're pretty secure when the doors are closed. Right now, it is invitation only, but you can sign up for a spot if you can afford it. Members arrive to Vivos at their own discretion prior to lockdown.
Invitation only. No niggas allowed. Even if you got the money.
Emotional damage.
Get away from my bunker. Gotta fly yourself there. You gotta get there. So when you hear the apocalypse about to hit, the rich elite probably gonna know about it way before us. So they hit up their private jets and get taken to their facility.
Landing their private planes at nearby airports. Each family that has secured a plot for a bunker is provided with a private 2,500 square feet of floor area, capable of 2-story improvements for a total of 5,000 square feet of private living quarters.
My house ain't nowhere near 5,000 square feet of living quarters.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
All y'all rich people on YouTube, y'all house 500 square feet? Mine sure as fuck ain't. You said 5,000, right? Make sure. I don't want to be tripping.
For a total of 5,000 square feet of private living quarters. Each family will hire their own architect and contractor to build out their living quarters to the custom standard they desire. Some of the bunkers already in the ground are insane and will make you feel like you're not even in a bunker. Vivos also offers common areas that can be enjoyed by all guests in Vivos Europa, which include roadways, restaurants, bakeries, brewery and pubs, a wine cellar, community meeting rooms, prayer.
Got restaurants in there. They better not have no Cheesecake Factory. You know how the ladies act about Cheesecake Factory. Going on, CJ? What's good, man? Yeah, you know they can't have no Cheesecake Factory there.
Rooms and chapels, TV and radio stations, communications center, security and detention center, biological and chemical filtration system, mechanical repair shop, decontamination showers, private offices, pet kennels, a hair salon, theaters, and a fully equipped hospital. All underground rooms are served by 2 fully customized.
So the rich people, they got the post-apocalyptic bunker, and they got hair salons and that shit. We gonna be out there on the streets, man, trying to motherfucking eat some motherfucking barbecue, fucking domestic cat. We out there eating raccoons and shit. We out there motherfucking looking at family pets like, I'm sorry, gruff and meow. I got to eat. And they down there in they bunker. In that bunker. Going to restaurants and the hair salon. CJ says, why you do these late ass streams? You don't know? This is Insomniac Theater. For all my insomniacs out there, this is Teen No Sleep. We up, baby. For all the night owls, the night shift workers, the motherfuckers who just mind wake up. Once the sun go down, they mind just go into overdrive. Those people, they gotta take a hot bath and drink some milk just to go to sleep.
Climate and ventilation systems. There's also a self-contained water and power generation system with 3 diesel generators, including a redundant backup system that assures autonomous operation of the underground shelter without support from the outside world. Vivos will provide each living quarters with power lines, plumbing for water and sewage, HVAC systems, communication lines, security systems, internet, and closed-circuit systems. They will also provide the electric transportation vehicles and trams, armored security vehicles, helicopters, protective suits and apparatus, offices and warehouses, a security center, the rail spur and maintenance station, farming, fishing, and hunting equipment, and boats and rafts. The original cost of the complex was estimated at over $240 million, with a replacement value of approximately $1.2 billion. The shelter will also include a collection of zoological species and an archive of the most precious treasures and artifacts in the world. Also, if you want, you can submit a DNA sample they can preserve to protect the genomes of millions of donors in a modern-day Hall of Records. After seeing this video and looking into Vivos Europa, do you think it'd be worth it?
They want y'all genomes, nigga. They want y'all genomes. My boy Tyrone said, fuck that, G. You not getting my genomes. Nigga, you not getting my gnomes. Get your own gnomes, nigga. Get your own gnomes. You don't get my gnomes, nigga.
We can't make this shit up. We can't make this shit up.
See, they out here plotting on brothers. It's a conspiracy. They out here trying to get y'all genomes, y'all gnomes, and y'all falling for the okie doke. See, I ain't falling for that shit. I ain't the one. We ain't doing it over here, man. Y'all can fall for that shit, but nah. I don't know, man. That was quite humbling. That was quite humbling. Shout out to all the brokies. Maybe we can find like a bootleg, affordable. Doomsday bunkers, maybe. Something, you know, that this video looks scary. He says affordable. He says okay, we got one. Fuck it, let's check it out. It says for sale for $35,000. $35,000, not too bad for the survival of your family, people.
This former military base is now home to the world's largest doomsday community.
$35,000 gets you the bunker forever.
Hidden in the Black Hills of South Dakota, over 575 underground bunkers cover an area over half the size of Manhattan, like this one behind me.
How long could you survive in here with the supplies that you have?
Pretty much we could stay in here if we had to for a year.
What do you think the most likely scenario for people actually having to use these bunkers is?
We are Karen May. We used to travel on airplanes, but now we live in a van. Our current mission is to travel to all 50 states, and along the way, we're seeking out some of the most unique places in the U.S.
So, we're not really sure what we're getting ourselves into today. I'd say we're about as far away from doomsday preppers as you can get. We don't have any food stored up or weapons or equipment, nothing for the end times. We're both super optimistic people by nature, so in general, we just assume that most things are going to work out. I don't exactly expect to fit in at X point, but that's one of the great things about travel. It allows you to be pushed a little outside of your comfort zone.
Ta-da! Kara, I'm actually impressed.
Me too!
And interact with people who may see the world a little differently than you do.
This morning we're making the 3-hour drive to the southwestern corner of the state to a place called Vivos X Point, and we're meeting up with a man named Dante. 2 days ago, this area got an unexpected 14 inches of snow.
Oh, yes, we made it. That's definitely the most we've ever put these all-terrain tires to the test.
So we jumped in Dante's 4-wheel drive Jeep for a tour around the property.
What were these used for?
This was originally called the Black Hills Ordnance Depot. The U.S. military had built this place to house ordnance of all kinds, bombs mostly, but every single one of these bunkers was filled to the brim with munitions and ordnance to support the U.S. and her allies in World War II. So that's part of the reason why they're also so far apart. If one of them had an explosion on the inside, the whole thing might go off, but they didn't want to change.
Vivos, people. They like the umbrella corp of the real world. I had to go back and double check real quick, but Vivos was the same people that made that luxury bunker too. And now this place they going to calls Vivos something. It's got to be the same Vivos. And I think this Vivos guy knows something we don't know. And he had just cornered the market in bunkers. We saw his luxuries. Now I guess we finna see the one for the more common folk. Listen. Let's see what they cost, man.
Reaction, so they put them 400 feet apart from one another. And this is F block, so there's all these different blocks where these kind of groupings of bunkers that the government had decided as they were planning this whole property out. We've currently sold out in F block, and so all of these bunkers are sold or even being lived in right now.
Do people live full-time here?
Yeah, there are some full-time residents here, about 8 or 9, 10 families that live out here full time. It's offered at a price point that a lot of people can afford. $35,000 gets you the bunker forever.
So much snow.
Wow. Acoustics are crazy. So this is what all of them look like. That's what they all start out as.
So they're all identical.
Pretty much, yeah.
1944.
Crazy.
Those are the people who were working here back in the 40s.
If I was going to live in this place for a year, the first thing I would have to do is figure out sound.
3,500. That's a nice size bunker. Obviously, you gotta do a lot of conversion and converting to get it livable and do certain things. But just for sturdiness and size, it's not a bad deal. I don't know how much it'll take to give it the stuff you need to be in there. And like I said, when it comes to shit like that, I'm not particularly handy, so I have to pay to do a lot of it myself. $35,000 is not bad.
Dampening. I can't even hear myself think. That this is like the strongest echo I've ever heard in my life.
What's the significance of the location?
We're pretty much right in the middle, east to west of the U.S. They just didn't want this to be a target, an easy target. We're able to, benefit from that exact same rationale because thank God these structures are still here. We can use them in the same kind of mindset. Only instead of protecting bombs, we're protecting people now. Yeah. Initially, we didn't even own the property. There were some ranchers that had owned it. It's still an active cattle ranch.
Oh.
So there's still several hundred Black Angus cattle out here. Now we're gonna go down the muddy road, but it's all right. I got it.
You even got some fucking burgers out there. If shit get real, you gotta come up for a little bit, fuck up some cows, do what you got.
Oh my God!
Do what you gotta do. Survival. You gotta survive.
Woo!
Oh,
Famous last words.
No, it's all good. Let's do it.
Nice.
You have to know how to drive out here, that's for sure.
Real quick, want to say a big thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video and keeping Surfshark. But if you unlock content completely new, so there's no risk.
Wow, the echo is already like...
It's so much better, right?
It's almost done.
So coming in here, these are the 2 front bedrooms. This one is a little bit different of a floor plan, but bedrooms here could also be multi-purpose. Could be an office, could be an exercise room. Through here is the main room. So we have, living, dining. That corner would be our kitchen. The reason why we have that there is because we don't want to keep cutting that wall all the way up to the ceiling if you don't have to, but then that also allows us to now put a platform on top of that. That becomes storage. So in here is going to be the master bathroom. It's another bedroom or multi-purpose. And again, 2 more bedrooms. Back here is the master suite.
So if there was some kind of disaster for whatever reason that you would want to come stay here, you would just be able to live pretty much normally except for...
But he ain't saying, I don't think the $35,000 covers that. The $35,000 just give you that butt naked bunker. If I'm not mistaken, $35,000 getting you the butt naked bunker from the very beginning. That hollow big concrete room with the echoes and shit.
Not being able to leave. Like you'd have power and water.
Yeah, right. You would have a generator. You might have solar.
Wow, so you really have the setup in these. Like you wouldn't be roughing it very much at all.
No. So this is, I'm super biased.
Wait, what? You want one?
So this is one of my prides and joy. So that is an escape door. I designed it from scratch. And the reason why we have this is because, again, when the government came in, you only need that one roll-up door in the front. You put your stuff in, close it from the outside, lock it from the outside, and that's it. Now that we're considering, people living in here, it changes the dynamic of that a lot.
Trying to keep your Jeep as clean as possible over here, but
luck.
On the website, there was like an application.
Yes.
You wanted to buy a bunker.
Yes.
And it asked you what skills you had. So is there a vetting process for who can buy one?
We want to know that the people we're bringing in are, to the extent that we can vet them and find out on our own, that they're sound and, they'd be safe people to be around and they're safe to bring into these communities as well.
So we've been hanging out for a little while. You think we'd make the cut?
I don't know about Kara, but you, that's she's a little out there, but that's kidding.
I had 0 of the skills that are on the website. I was like,
God.
let's see. And I read them all. 0.
Just having a good attitude about it, a good personality, is enough to get you by.
I got that.
In on our personality.
I'm also really good at cleaning. We have a very tidy bunker.
What do you think the most likely scenario for people actually having to use these bunkers is?
I think this past year was a pretty good example of why you would want to move out here in a hurry. This would be a place to retreat to if, major urban centers got, compromised in some way. International tensions could be a big thing in the near future. Again, I try not to focus on it as much as I can because I'm way more stoked on just making this out here.
Oh yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah,
That's a big door.
It's about 1,200 pounds.
Oh, that's crazy. So you've got this 4-inch thick concrete door. And
JM says not vetting people for bunker approval. Yeah, man, they got to make sure you deserve to motherfucking survive. Also, they got to make sure they're not letting in the riffraff. They can't be. Think about it, Bone Keisha. What if Bone Keisha ran across some money from a car accident, slip and fall in Walmart, and she want to buy a bunker? If you don't vet and background check, you got Bone Keisha and her baby kids, Nug Julia, Lil Ice Pick, and Tay Tay running around the facilities on some fuck shit. You trying to sleep in your bunker and you hear some noise. Bonkeisha, bitch, bring your ass outside. Who the fuck beating on my bunker at 2 a.m.? It's your baby daddy. Ice Pick, Senior. Do you really want that during your post-apocalyptic times? Do you really want that while you trying to survive?
And then once you get inside, it just looks like a normal house. Hello.
So these were built to withstand internal and external blast pressures, shock waves from any potential, attack. Now, this can withstand pretty much any natural disaster that comes at it from the outside. So this one can come inside.
Wow. Oh, so this one has a different layout than the last one.
Slightly. We just went with the more industrial kitchens because stainless will last. You don't have to worry about it. Full-size bathroom, full-size shower, one that I could even stand up in. You have your bedroom areas in here. This one actually has an ensuite bathroom. Back here would be kind of a workshop area.
This one feels more utilitarian.
It is. This is the fuel storage. Yeah. So 18 55-gallon drums of diesel.
And how long would this much fuel run the generator?
Upwards of 6 months.
So the owner's not here, and we don't know how to turn on the generator, which is why we just did that tour in the dark.
I still don't subscribe to the total Armageddon on a personal level just because it doesn't really sit well with me, and it doesn't do me any good to occupy my mind with that. We wouldn't be doing this project if there wasn't the interest and the market for this kind of product, for this solution to that problem, right? But I think how we approach that can be a lot more interesting and a lot more positive and wholesome than just, well, world's gonna end someday and you better wish you had, I can't buy into that, dude. I can't sell that.
Well, we appreciate the tour.
Yes, thank you, Dante.
We'll see you in the morning.
Of course. Sounds good.
If I'm being honest, before coming here, I really didn't get it. But after today, I can definitely see how this could appeal to some people. These bunkers really aren't that expensive, especially if you think of them as real estate.
All I have to say is before coming here, it wasn't even close to being on my radar to ever having something like a bunker to hide out in, but Dante was a really cool guy, and he just made it seem so why wouldn't you?
Kara is one of those people that buys all of the things at the checkout at the grocery store. She's very easily sold things is what I'm trying to say.
What's actually really funny is how many similarities there are between our van and these bunkers.
Inside of the finished bunker today, all of the electrical and water were just like jumbo-sized components of what we have in the van.
That's exactly what happened to the one in our van.
Really?
Under the sink in our van,
Yep.
it split the exact same way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Something you probably don't have on your van, though, is a nuclear, biological, and chemical air filter.
All right, instead of a roof rack, we'll be installing one of these.
So Dante told us that the whole F block has been bought out, and that's about 60 bunkers. And now that they know.
Damn, yo, they done sold the F block. I don't even know what that means. Did they have an A, B, C, D, E block? If they did, they making money over there. They down to F.
That people are interested in this and they can sell more. They're starting to make future plans for this place. And apparently they have all these plans to make like a gym, a bar, a restaurant, an indoor pool, all kinds of fun stuff. I don't know. It sounds like a really fun community to be a part of.
Checkout girl. That's what we'll call it. Today was not at all what I expected. I expected a lot more talk about the end of the world and to feel judged for not thinking it was necessary to.
Yeah, nigga. Nobody ain't got time for no bunker bonkeishas, man. Nobody ain't got time. I know I don't. Y'all might, but I ain't got time. You got drive-bys at the bunker.
No.
So the bunkers was pretty cool. They was pretty dope. But you do know, like, before you get to the bunker, right? Before you get to the bunker, you might have some other problems you need to take care of. And everybody bunker's not going to be in their backyard. A lot of people have their house in the city, and if they get some land out somewhere, and they might build a bunker. Now they might not live on that land, but they plan a route to the land. Now, honestly, if you got to get on the highway to get to your land, you better know about the apocalypse really early before someone else. But because the highway is gonna get jammed up. But if you don't have to get on the highway to get to your land, you might be good. But, you know, depending on what happened, how shit going down, you might have to walk to your land, to your bunker. You might have to hike it to your bunker. And that, my friend, is where what we about to discuss next come into place. And that's having the ultimate bug out bag. Sorry, I'm sick. I know I sound very nasally, but the ultimate bug out bag. Let's check it out. And if you don't figure what a bug out bag is, pretty is a bag that you keep ready to just grab and bug out. You keep the bag packed with certain things. There are sometimes standards and guidelines to it. That's what we're finna talk about now. I never see any preppers design their bug out bags identical, but there are always going to be a lot of overlapping things in the bug out bag. So we finna watch the channel. This channel, there's a guy named Rob Benson. He says the ultimate bug out bag items you need for survival, preparedness, and real world use.
You know, the world is unstable, and
we don't see what this guy talking about. I don't really know.
You know, the world is unstable, and I'm going to show you.
I don't really know his background, but we're gonna learn today. Yeah, bug out bags, a crucial component to, like I said, you see in the news, oh shit, baby, this shit's really happening. What are we gonna do? Grab your fucking bag. And you got a bug out bag for you, your old lady, kid. Everybody got a bug out bag pack. And you don't touch them. You don't use the stuff in your bug out bag. You're supposed to stay ready to rock. Just throw it on your back. Get the fuck out of there. Peel out. But let's see what go in that shit, though. Because you ain't going to make it to the bunker sometimes without this.
What to keep in your bug out setup. This will include concealed carry, both. You know, the world is unstable, and I'm going to show you what to keep in your bug out setup. This will include concealed carry, both my Eberly stock carbine ready Fade Adapt pack and the Recon modular Bino pack. This is a non-food setup, which means I'm not going to go over what food to carry in this video. And as you're about to see right here, this fits my Daniel Defense PCC. It's a 9mm.
Non-food setup. Nah. We need to watch a more common man setup. You already showed us 2 pistols. I'm not gonna the average person is not gonna have the 2 pistols you already pulled out. And and pull that thing out too. We need to know a more, yeah, see, this guy is a try hard. He try hard us, yo. No. We need a more practical bug out bag fucking example. Something we can fucking follow. Something we can like aspire to do. Because Mr. Extreme is over there. Mr. Gun Crazy. Ain't nobody got time for that. We'll try this guy.
It's not too long ago I posted a
We'll get this guy a shot.
video about the recent hurricane we had. It's not too long ago I posted a video about the recent hurricane we had and the just devastation that it caused. And it left a lot of people without just the basic necessities to survive. And I was flooded from that video, flooded with comments and a lot of questions about, okay, Brian, if I had to prepare a bag and in case of some kind of disaster, whether it's hurricane, a flood, fire, maybe it's a man-made disaster like a without the rule of law, societal breakdown, EMP attack, something like that, then what kind of things would you pack into a go bag where you can just grab a bag and get out quickly if you had to? And so what I want to do today is share with you my top items that I put in a go bag and want to have ready to go and prepared. And I'll try to leave links for all this stuff down below. Now, this is going to be for an individual, not for a family or many people. I will talk about some of the things that I include in here and some other options. So if you are bringing a family with you, things you might need to consider if you have other people. So anyway, I want to go ahead and jump right in.
They better have their own little bug out bags. Now it's going to be proportionate. Like a kid got a kid's backpack size one. You know, I got the big one. My wife got a smaller one, but it's bigger than the kid one. And I got a 16-year-old, a 20-year-old, and a 25-year-old. They got the same size bug out bag as me. Fuck that. But I don't need to carry enough for them. But what I need to protect them and keep myself alive, they gonna have their own little shit. Everybody got bug out bags for everybody. Even the cat. The cat got a bug out bag.
And show you what's in the go bag. All right, so I'm going to start with the backpack itself. This is the 511. This is the Rush 24. This is the 2.0 version, and this is my favorite all-around backpack. And I have a video on this that I'll link below. But it has so many pockets all around on this thing. It's comfortable. It's heavy duty. And you know, if you are trying to bug out, you don't want your backpack to break and all your stuff just to spill out. So anyway, so this is the backpack. And obviously, it doesn't really matter really what backpack, as long as it's pretty sturdy. But this is one I certainly recommend. And you can check that other video out. It's more in detail on this. But I want to set this aside and talk about the stuff that we put inside. All right, so I'm going to try to do this by category. Shelter first. So this is one of the most important things you're going to need. So if you have to bug out and you're in the woods for some amount of time or anything like that, or it's raining, you got to have some way to have shelter for you or your family. The other thing I'll say real quick about this is, you know, you might obviously have to adjust this on how many people that are with you. If it's just you yourself, this might be different than if it's a whole family. But this is something you need to think about. I've just got this kind of tarp right here. It's got this thermal backing on it. I like the green, so if you do need to be somewhat camouflaged, that's great. This is very thin right here. So anyway, that's very important, I think, to have. And you might need some kind of paracord. Certainly part of this whole kit. I mean, it's like almost a necessary thing. Whether you have like 20 feet like this, or I've got 100 feet here. So whatever you choose to carry, again, how many people you have, but definitely get some paracord and have that in your kit. A couple other things it's easy to throw in. Just a basic kind of emergency poncho like this, and then
You gonna be able to run. JM says that bag is too small. I don't pack light. I need a bug out suitcase. You gonna be able to run with that shit? You gonna be able to carry that shit? Well, I believe in this. What I believe in my zombie apocalypse shit. If you can carry that shit without slowing us down, go for it. But if you carrying too much and you can't keep up, you're gonna have to lighten your load or get your ass left behind.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Here is an emergency thermal blanket. So anyway, so they don't take up much room, but they could be life-saving, just to keep the rain off of you, and certainly at night, be able to slip into this, keep you warm. And there's other things you're gonna have to do in shelter. This is just to use this to hang this up between two trees. This is just skill knowledge, and that's beyond the scope of purpose of this video. But certainly shelter is going to be a big piece of this kit. All right, so after shelter, you're going to have water. Somehow to have water, and you're going to have to bring some kind of canteen, clean canteen, or something else like this with you. And of course, you're going to need to have a way to purify water. Got a life straw here. So really, really handy to have these life straws, and you can just drink. I mean, put this in, dirty water, maybe even contaminated water. It says it removes, let's see, 99.999999% of bacteria. So filters.
So what he's saying is that we could take that dirty ass, that life straw thing, right? And just drink out a dirty ass pond or a dirty ass ditch.
No, God, please, no, 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 no!
I think that's what he's saying. And I think that's what it looked like in the picture. What's the name of this product? There we go. I'm gonna have to look into this product for later. Yeah, I'm going to look into this product real quick.
All right, so after shelter, you're going to have water. Somehow to have water, and you're going to have to bring some kind of canteen, clean canteen, or something else like this with you. And of course, you're going to need to have a way to purify water. Got a life straw here. So really, really handy to have these life straws, and you can just drink. I mean, put this in, dirty water, maybe even contaminated water. It says it removes, let's see, 99.999999% of bacteria.
You know how we do it over there at Insomniac Theater. We ain't got no structure. We ain't got no plan. We kind of all over the place, just like we can't sleep. I got to know about this life straw. Never heard of this shit. Let's see if it is what he said it is. If so, we'll get back to the video, because this lifestyle shit is game changer. Niggas don't never trust nothing. Niggas don't trust shit. JM says, I never heard of this miracle water purification product. Come on, JM. There you go, Candy. There go Candy, the goddamn Candy with the dandy. She says, I heard of it, but oh shit. I done hype Candy up. Damn, she another non-trusting ass nigga. Oh my God. I might buy one and try it out, but I'm see this dude test it. I'm gonna see what I can drink. Can I like make lemon juice then use it in lemon juice tastes like water or some shit? Cause I ain't drinking nothing nasty. Maybe I'll make like, I don't know, take like some nasty coffee grain and grind it up all like without boiling it properly and make the water dirty and then drink through the filter. And see, my thing is how many uses you get out of per straw. because can you clean the filter and keep using it, or you gotta carry like a bunch of these around? But we finna find out because I got a video right here. Tested Lifestyle personal water filter, but if I like what he's talking about, it ain't not super expensive. I think I'll buy one. I think I'll buy one and I'll fuck around and test one live. Oh hell no! See, Candy Cane want to kill a nigga.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
I can tell you's that bad little kid. Candy, you got any younger brothers by any chance? You giving me the vibes of that big sister that have younger brothers and be having them do real fuck shit for your enjoyment. And they be guinea pigging shit and tasting shit and testing shit. And then you laugh when they fucking catch a rash or spit that shit out or something. JM says, why they not giving them out in third world countries? How you know they ain't? How you know they ain't giving them out the third world country? How you know this nigga right here don't have 10 of these?
I count boom boom.
For all you know, that nigga got 10 of those straws. But let's see what the fucking straws do, though. Let's see what they do. Then after we see what they do, we're going to price check them. And then we're going to get back to the bug out bag video because I'm still interested with what's else in the bug out bag. But I done got distracted by these straws.
Hey everybody, Mike here. Wanted to do a quick review today on these little life straws I just recently picked up. We've been going through and trying to add items to our kit to make sure we're prepared for more situations that might arise, especially with natural disasters seeming like they get closer and closer to home these days. Not to mention all the problems that come up in the world nowadays. You just never know. So we've really taken a liking to some of the emergency preparedness, and life straw was one of the things on our list that we wanted to try. Now, like with anything we usually typically get, we like to try these things out first instead of just sticking them in a box somewhere and hoping that they're there and they work when the time or need arises. So let's go and get one of these out of the package. We're going to try this thing out today. I'll see if I can come up with some first impressions on this. This is not a product I've ever used before, so I don't have a lot of knowledge other than what the website says. So basically what you've got here is this little straw like you see. The one end here is where you suck your water through. This is the end you'll stick in your water source to be able to draw that water through the tube and have the clean water come out. Now it does have this little lanyard here as well, so you could wear.
They sell them on Amazon.
No.
I tell no lies. They sell them on Amazon. I put it in lifestyles for sale. And yeah. The brand is Lifestraw. And they got like 4 packs and shit for $52, $77. They got this 1 4-pack for this another brand. Because Lifestraw is the brand name, obviously. But you know they're gonna make different ones. I'm guessing Lifestraw is the top brand, but they got another brand called Membrane Solutions. Membrane, like a membrane. Membrane Solutions. And they got a couple other brands. Because the thing about it is like, can't let people have a monopoly and some shit. But yeah, you could get Lifestyles on Amazon. I don't think none. They even got like a Lifestraw filter, a water bottle that's like a water filter. But they do definitely got Lifestyle personal water filters. I think these the same kind he about to use. When we do the And that nigga drinking out some nasty looking water. I just saw a little advertisement on Amazon for these, and that water he had the thing in the video, which I didn't watch though. Ain't no way he drunk that dirty water. Look at this shit.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
I'm gonna find out, man. I'm gonna find out.
wear this around your neck. What really drew me to these and what I like about them is they come in at an extremely good value for what they are. It only weighs about 2 ounces. They'll fit in just about any backpack. They're easy to take with you when you're traveling. And then this particular one's good for up to 1,000 gallons of water. That's a ton of water. I'll probably never run that much water through one of these straws, but that's what they're rated at. And then not to mention they don't have an expiration date either. So that's also a huge plus. Now, when it comes to what this thing can filter, it can go down to 0.02 microns. It filters out 99.99999 something percent of all the bacteria that you might come across. So you're going to test this.
So you could get what did he say, 1,000 gallons of water out of that one straw? Why the fuck they sell them in 4-packs? Maybe something for, I mean, I guess you got to afford last a nigga for life. I don't know. Let's see what number he said.
999 something percent of all the bacteria that you might come. This thing can filter. It can go down to 0.02 microns in gallons of water. That's a ton of water. 2 ounces. They'll fit in just about any backpack. They're easy to take with you when you're traveling. And then this particular one's good for up to 1,000 gallons of water. That's a ton of water. I'll probably never run that much water through one of these straws, but that's what they're rated at. And then not to mention they don't have an expiration date either. So that's also a huge plus. Now, when it comes to what this thing can filter, it can go down to 0.02 microns. It filters out 99.
I think he said 1,000. Yeah, I think he said 1,000. He's just talking fast. 1,000. That's a lot of water. And that's like I said, they sell them on Amazon in 4-packs for like $77. That's 4,000 gallons of water you can filter and drink. Yeah, I probably like, I don't know. I'm real paranoid. I probably get like 2 4-packs, and I think me and my family be good to drink, you know. But let's see how this shit works though.
0.99999 something percent of all the bacteria that you might come across. So we're going to test this thing out. We just recently had a big rain come through, so I grabbed some fresh water out of the creek. This probably isn't the dirtiest water you'll ever come across, but that's probably not something I'm ever going to drink at any given moment unless I'm just that desperate. So here goes nothing. Let's go ahead and try this thing out, see what we got.
That boy finna drink creek water. You know the little kids be pissing in the creek.
What the hell?
You know little Tim pissing in the creek.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
This looks about white to me. This looks about white.
I'll let you know what I think of the water after I've tasted it. The first thing you're supposed to do when you do this is the first couple sips you take, you're supposed to spit out. And that's probably just to have any kind of whatever's in the filter. That way you don't ingest whatever's coming out of that filter for that first initial drink. So here we go. Do that one more time. Okay, take a drink this time. It's not the best water I've ever tasted, but it's also not the worst either. Take that for what it's worth. When you're done.
That boy was acting real thirsty. That boy was acting thirsty as hell. He was hitting that shit like a milkshake. No.
With this thing, they say it's important to go ahead and blow out whatever remaining water might be in this. So let's go ahead and do that now. Now, it almost kind of feels like I'm blowing into a one-way check valve. I couldn't really get any air to go through that, but they say that's good to do before you store the unit again. And not to mention, if you get any kind of clogging from this end, you can clear that clog out. The other important thing to note about this is when you're done with it, you're supposed to leave both the caps off like this and let this thing dry out completely before you close your caps and put it back in storage. So overall, my initial impressions on this are that I believe it's going to work just like they advertised. These guys are kind of the OG in the business. I believe they're one of the first companies to ever come out with a concept like this. This particular straw here has been out for over a decade and still going strong. They've got some newer stuff out. I know they got.
Yo, it shows how disconnected we are as black people. This shit been out for a decade. This shit's available on Amazon. And I had no idea it fucking existed.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
This shit been out over a decade. And I had no idea it existed. And white folks weren't gonna tell us. Salute to this white man for making this video. He probably did. See, this why Insomniac theater matters. This why that Insomniac brain that's all over the place at late hours of the night matter. I probably done introduced some of y'all either watching now or in the replay game to some shit you never heard of, because I never heard of this. We all know they got this thing there, 1,000 gallons of water we could drink from anywhere safely. Allegedly. I'm not a spokesperson for this project, but so far it looks good. I'm just saying. You know, all we knew was you gotta boil your water. You gotta run it through some coal or run it through some rocks. All that caveman level shit. No, get you a motherfucking light straw, my nigga.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
JM says we never heard about it because this shit probably don't work. If you ain't ready to drink bare pea water, do you want to live? Listen, that's why you need the light straw. It's gonna clear out all the pee. Give you nothing but the water. JM said, is this FDA or CDC approved? Probably not, nigga. But so it's a lot of that stuff we fuck with regularly. It's not shit. These edibles I be eating probably not FDA or CDC approved, but I eat one just about every goddamn night.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
2.0 version. It's got some different additional features on it as well. But at the price you can pick these up at, especially when you can buy them in a 1, 2, 5, even I believe a 10 pack, you can't go wrong with these. If you're looking for a new thing to add to your emergency kit,
I'm not quite done with that. I'm quite intrigued. But let me run something real quick.
If you want to support, hit up my Cash App at $UncBe Streaming. Any donation would be greatly appreciated. Thanks in advance.
What's up, nieces and nephews? Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share.
Shout out to all my people checking me out on Rumble. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share. Show some love, y'all.
Meet the reimagined life strap.
Oh no. They got this brother, this a day site, this a paid commercial. They got this brother drinking off the ground. I don't know how much we can trust this. We're gonna have to watch a review, a civilian review. Even though you gotta be careful with them these days, because the civilian reviews could be sneak ass paid sponsors. They got a life. They have a lifestyle community water purifier. This day site too, but we gotta check this out. There you go, JM, for the whole community. And you probably like, if they got community water filters, why they don't spread them across a bunch of villages in Africa? My answer to you, maybe Mr. Beast don't know that these exist.
Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break.
Let's check this one out though. This one got me interested.
In this video, I'll walk you through how to assemble your new community purifier. Attach the clean water tank to the base by aligning the tap openings and the cutouts and pressing firmly. Next, place the body on top of the bottom section, this time lining up the arches on the tank with the cutouts on the body. You may have to press in on the sides of the bottom section to ensure a solid fit. Lift up the dirty water tank and rotate slightly to lock this section into place. You'll now install the lid and pre-filter on the unit. There are small tabs that line up with indentations on the lid, and the pre-filter will snap firmly into place. To make sure your taps are properly installed, insert into the hole, grip the underside of the unit, and press firmly with your palm. Gently but firmly wiggle and press the tap into place. The retaining collar should easily thread on. If not, remove the tap and reinstall until flush. Install all taps in a similar fashion. The backwash bottle goes under the drain outlet at the bottom of the unit. Your community purifier is now assembled.
How has this technology avoided being known by a nigga like me? How did this? I ain't no conspiracy nigga. What other amazing fucking inventions that white folks can out here commonly buy that us black people don't really know about like that? Oh my God. We out here in these kind of situations on some old I gotta boil the water bullshit. They out here we got the kind of video we need though. We got a is it worth the money video. Yeah, is it worth the money? Let's find out if it's worth the money, because that's what us care. Fuck safety and health, nigga. We also care about the money.
The LifeStraw Community High Volume Water Purifier is a game changer when it comes to providing safe drinking water, especially in areas where access is limited or contaminated water sources are prevalent. This purifier boasts impressive features that make it stand out.
Oh, JM, it look like they're in the motherland. It look like they're in Africa. They look like some little African niggas. Are you happy now, son? Them that's Cash Kid cousins. They over there helping Cash Kid little cousins. They giving little Cash Kids
that make it stand out.
Look at them. Some clean aqua. There you go.
This purifier boasts impressive features that make it stand out. First, it can hold up to 50 liters or approximately 13 gallons of water at a time, which is quite significant for community use. This means it can cater to the needs of up to 100 people for 3 to 5 years, with a filter lifetime of 26,000 gallons. One of the most compelling aspects is its advanced purification technology. It effectively removes viruses, parasites, bacteria, and even microplastics, making the water safe to drink.
Yo, this some state of the art shit.
What the hell?
This some motherfucking reverse engineered alien technology X-File level shit. Yo.
Specifically, it targets harmful pathogens like rotavirus and hepatitis A, and protects against bacteria such as E. coli and salmonella, as well as parasites like Giardia and Cryptosporidium. The filter also tackles organic chemical matter, dirt, silt, and sand, ensuring the water is clean and clear. Installation is straightforward, thanks to the autofill adapter kit that allows easy connection to taps or hoses. The entire system runs on gravity, so it doesn't require any electricity or batteries, making it perfect for off-grid living or emergency situations. It's built from BPA-free and FDA-compliant materials, which is a crucial consideration for health and safety.
There you go, JL. There you go. That's your FDA approval, nigga.
No.
I'm ready. Candace says, and you thought you were apocalypse ready. I'm ready. Just not as ready as these white folks. And not ready as I could be, because they got technology that they done snuck under our black ass noses.
Oh, hell no.
Damn. This shit 10 years old. 10 years old. They had this technology. And we was out here buying retro Jordans. We was out here still buying rims.
No.
We was out here with niggas, couple niggas still having grills.
Oh my God.
We're about the wrong shit.
The design includes a built-in backwash handle, enhancing the longevity of the filter and ensuring it can be easily maintained. After rigorous testing by WHO, US EPA, NSF, and ASTM protocols, the LifeStraw Community Purifier stands up to scrutiny, ensuring you can trust its capabilities. Overall, the LifeStraw Community High Volume Water Purifier.
I wonder what it can do to piss. And I'm not saying that to be gross, but let's say you trapped in a bunker and you can't come out because the outside world all fucked up. Can you keep running your piss through this filtering system for 26,000 gallons worth of run through?
Oh my God.
And turn the piss into drinkable water? I'm pretty sure it'd be less drinkable water than piss each time. And you eventually but it's still, I don't fucking know. What if you kept the water outside contaminated, or you locked in your bunker? It's zombies or aliens or insane cannibals out there. Who knows? Now you got some. I think one of these should be inside every fucking bunker. If you got a bunker and they got one of these in it, you fucking suck.
Oh my God.
Is an excellent investment for communities in need of reliable water filtration. Its high capacity, robust purification features, and ease of use make it an ideal solution for safe drinking water access. If you're looking for a dependable water purifier that can cater to larger groups, this is definitely worth considering.
Check out the video description for updated price.
I don't know what they run in our pockets for with these, though. Don't give me a lie. Don't get to lying. I look and see, though. Let me look at the video description. Let's find out. You can buy them on Amazon. The link they got in the thing is an Amazon link. $247. $247 for a drinking device that you can clear out 26,000 gallons of water. And clears against rotavirus, hepatitis A, bacteria, including E. coli, Somalia, parasites, including Giardia, I don't know, and Cryptosporidium, don't know, microplastics, organic chemical matter, dirt, silt, and sand. Woo! It says it's enough water. This thing can filter enough water for 100 people for 3 to 5 years.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
If this could do 100 people for 3 to 5 years, this one $247 device should be able to serve your family of 3, 4, or 5. I don't want to do the math because I ain't good at math, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Candy, I know you just not pretty face and some immaculate breastises. I know you just not pretty face and immaculate breastises. So can you please, my good sister, my queen, with all due respect, the black woman is God. Can you help me figure out the years you will last? If 100 people can last 3 to 5 years, how long can 3 to 5 people last with this? Is it 100 years? Do you just flip it like that? Help me out with the math, please, my good sister. That's not a bad investment. I'll spend money on worse. But yeah, I'm help me out with that math, Candy. I'm gonna try it myself too as I get this other video back to this bug out bag, because I got highly distracted by this technology.
All right, so after shelter, you're going to have water somehow. You're going to have to bring some kind of clean canteen or something else like this with you. And of course, you're going to need to have a way to purify water. Got a life straw here. So really, really handy to have these life straws. And you can just drink. I mean, put this in, dirty water, maybe even contaminated water. It says it removes, let's see, 99.999999% of bacteria. So filters 1,000 gallons is what it's saying on here. So that's it's an easy thing to have. Or you can just, you can have some of these kind of portable aqua. You throw these little tablets in the water, you wait, it has instructions on here. But it's just some way to filter water on the go. This is super lightweight. This is very small. So having a couple options with you is not a bad way to go, and something to hold the water as well. So water is going to be the next thing here on our list. All right, so a third category is food, and this is going to be some bulky kind of stuff typically, but there's some good products out there. Here's a couple Mountain House kind of freeze-dried food here.
I did some very bad math, but I did it to where if you had that device and it was 4 people, it'll last for 40 years. For 4 people, it'll last for 40 years. Did I do that right? I ain't gonna tell y'all how I did it because you don't need to know that I suck at math. I'm a creative. I've never been good at math. And not the kind of like engineer kind of creative. I'm the more artsy kind. Never been good at math. And I think it's 40. I think 5 people, that thing will last 5. For 5 people, it'll last for 50 years. For 4 people, it'll last for 40 years. I think that's right. Wait, no, that's not right. For 5 people, for 4 people, it'll last for 60 years. I think that's right. Yeah, for 4 people, it'll last for 60 years. For 5 people, it'll last for 50 years. And for 3 people, it'll last for 70 years. That's it. That's the math I got. I don't know. It said it'll last 100 people for 3, 100 people for 5 years. Shit, Candy gave me this math. She says, "100 times 5 equals 500 person years." I see what you did there. Shit. Me and my family got water for 100 years. We good. I did some weird math and came up with 50, but I probably left something out. I never doubt anybody's math skills over mine. I don't know if you're right either, Candy. But I'm positive that's a whole lot of water regardless. And I don't think I'm right because I'll take your word over mine because I'm really not mathematically minded. I got that magical mathematics like I don't have the magical mathematics like Jay Prince. Come on, JM. You look like a nigga that's smart. Help us figure out these equations. You know what, nigga? Ooh, I can ask ChatGPT.
Here, and you just add hot water, and you're thinking, well, how do I get hot water? Well, that's where this comes in. Here's another option too. These survival tabs, and these are non-GMO, made in the USA, and just got a lot of nutrition kind of packed into small size. So these are just different options you can think about for your bug out bag. But there's a food, but to heat that food up, either you are going to have obviously a fire or something like this. There's just a tiny little, it's an MSR camp stove, and this folds out like this, and you just screw this into one of these little canisters. Now again, this is not going to be for long-term use. This is just maybe a 72-hour kind of kit, so you got to be mindful of how much of this that you use. But it is a nice little option, really lightweight, very compact, and be able to put this in your bag, throw this in your bag, may not be a bad way to go. And another option, especially if you're cooking over either the stove or a fire, is to have some kind of pot. This is a kind of a pot kit here. If I can get it out. There we go. A little pot kit here, and so this folds out, and there's some, another kind of bowl inside of there. You can throw other, you can put this in there and put this in there, so you can kind of condense the size that you have for everything. So might be a nice little handy thing to have with you to heat food, water, that kind of stuff up. So obviously this is your bulky part. This is really the most bulky part of the whole kit is food, and that's just going to be dependent on you how much you want to take. But these little kits here, this is these are each 2 servings 2 servings for each of these. So, for a single person, this might be a great option for 72 hours. You can survive. If you have this, you can still survive with this. There's 4 servings here, plus however many servings are in this thing. So anyway, that's certainly food is going to be something you got to think about in your bug-out bag. All right, so the next thing you need to think about is fire. And this is my favorite fire starting kit. This is from Blackbeard Fire. Again, I have a whole review video on.
So I did a formula on ChatGPT, right? And I asked it based on my family. It's 6 of us. So I put, if a device, and you know what I say, it lasts 3 to 5 years. I'm a kind of person, I'm practical. I don't expect shit to mess up on the 3rd year because it said 3 to 5, but I'm not going to wait to the 5th year to get another one. So usually come around that 4th year, I'm expecting like the worst and expecting to replace it. So I said if a device lasts 4 years for 100 people, because they say it lasts 3 to 5 years, but I hit it in the middle at 4. If a thing lasts 4 years for 100 people, how many years would it last for 6 people? Because it's 6 people in my family. And it came out to 66.67 years. Not bad. But let's try, and I think Candy was right. It says if something lasts 5 years, she did the 5 number. And I think she did hers on 5 people. And you're right, Candy. You're a mathematician. It was 100 years. It was 100 years. So yeah, with a family of 5, that's if it go to 5 years. But I don't suggest waiting to replace something that lasts 3 to 5 years at 5 years or too far after 4 years. I think once it started coming at the end of your 3 years, you should be looking for a replacement to kick into the 4 year and get it replaced as soon as possible within the 4 years. Damn, y'all little haterades.
These are amazing kits. You have these cotton wound ropes here, and
yeah, but I don't think those are different from MREs. They're just civilian MREs. That's all they are, just the civilian MREs. I've seen civilian MREs before, hunters and stuff buy them and shit, but they like our MREs better. I'm telling you, when I was in the Army working in this big old warehouse, we used to come across all these cases of MREs and they won't even be on the inventory and shit. And the sergeants be like, yo, do what y'all want with them. Boy, me and my little other specialist bros just get them shit storming, go sell them to the, because I was in Fort Hood in Texas too, go sell them to the surplus stores. We getting $50, $60, $100, all kinds of shit for a box of MREs. Individual MRE, let me see. We're going to check MRE prices in a minute, but let's get back to the video.
And basically, these ropes, they are infused with oil. They're non-toxic. They're infused with like oil and wax and various things. And they've got a shelf life of like 100 years or something. And then on this side, you have a couple of different fire starting options. You got your ferro rod, and then really cool option here is this. It's a little lighter, and it's an arc lighter, and it has like 300 lights or something like that on one charge. You just charge it up. You don't have to worry about running out of fuel with this. You can just have this charged up, and that's really, between these two things, you can get so many fires started. Again, I'll drop a link from my review of this and showing how to light fire when in the water. I mean, I take I take these things, I soak them in water, and still get them to light. So they're pretty amazing. So having a way to start a fire is almost necessary when you are in the woods. You know, boiling water, heating up food, keeping warm. I don't know, maybe fending off some wild animals or something. So having this kit.
Yeah, the price ain't changed. I remember it being about $20 an MRE. I used to get real life money for an MRE. People would pay you $15 to $20 for one MRE pack in the hunting sector. And these are like, I'm finna show y'all something. These are civilian MREs. But I shit you not. The military ones used to go for very similar prices. Look at this shit. I don't know if y'all can see it, but this box, it's only 12 MREs in here. $279. You want a pallet of them? This the meat-free pallet. 48 cases. That's exactly the same way we packed them in the military. 48 cases deep. It was 4 rows of 12, if I'm not mistaken. 4 rows of 12 is how we usually stack them. Just like that. Just like this picture. 4 rows of 12 on the pallet. Shrink wrap them shits. Load them on the truck. Do the next one, do the next one, do the next one. Strap them shits down. Send them off to wherever they need to go. Right? $10,000 get you 48 cases. This is the meat-free one. I wouldn't get that one because I ain't no vegan. $11,000 get you 48 cases of MREs. You and your family be good for a while off that. They definitely have monetary value. But you can go to any, especially in the South. In the South, any surplus store will pay you top dollar for MREs if you get your hands on some. It's crazy. MRE Depot. These one right here, these look more like the military ones. He got his cases for $139. This is like some throwback army food. I don't be suspicious, because this definitely the same military containers. I'm finna show y'all the ones I'm looking at now. This yeah, this real deal Holyfield MRE right here. Yeah, look at that. Look at the tortilla right there. Oh, Shay ain't got the screen up. My bad. There we go. Real deal Holyfield MREs right here. Look at that. Bringing back memories, huh? Might be bringing back nightmares. Where that pound cake at? Oh, yeah, I used to eat these whole wheat bread slices right here. Huh? That flatbread. The oatmeal cookies. I ain't never had no French toast one. That must be something they was giving the Air Force.
No.
I ain't never had no French toast in my MRE. That must be some Air Force and Navy shit. Yeah, I'm hating. I'm hating. And what? And what?
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Go get y'all life straws, people. Go get y'all life straws. That's all I gotta say.
I don't know. I think just a must-have, something like this. All right, you didn't think I was going to talk about this whole bug out bag and not talk about knives, right? So definitely some options. This is just, you should just have one on you. Your EDC, of course, this is the Stinger EDC from Off Grid Knives, my favorite EDC knife. Here is their Backcountry, and this is more of a survival type of blade. And I've got reviews on both of these on my channel. But amazing, amazing Cryo D2 blade. And this would be a great way to go for a survival type knife, you know, processing food, even self-defense, all kinds of purposes for this, you know, processing wood, building shelters, whatever. So just having a good solid knife like that. A multi-tool is also a really nice thing to have in your kit, in your bag. And of course, whatever brand you choose, but I like having a good multi-tool. So, you know, these having a good knife or different kinds of knives for different purposes on you is just going to be necessary for a bug out bag. All right, so next is medical. And these are both from My Medic. They are sponsors of our channel, and I love these medical kits. And this is kind of an EDC, small first aid kit here, IFAC. This is going to be an MFAC. This is going to be for multi-purpose. It's obviously a lot bigger. You're going to have everything you need in here for taking care of a family or multiple people. So obviously in the bag that I have, I can't fit this with everything else, but this is an option. And I'll have a review on this coming up. I do have a review on this one already. And this is for life saving. So this is not going to be for your bumps and scrapes kind of kit. I mean, you can throw some Band-Aids in here, I'm sure, but this is going to be for you're seriously hurt with you know, you're bleeding out. It is life threatening. You've got a rat's tourniquet down here. You've got chest seals, 2 chest seals. You've just got you know, these pressure bandages, different things in here for life saving. So if you really need to save a life, then this is, you know, if you're bleeding out or something, then this is a great kit for that. Again, this is going to be a lot bigger. It's going to have everything, this kind of stuff in it, but everything else. So, you know, you can pick, again, I'll leave links to all this stuff down below, but it depends on how many people are with you. And if other people in your family have bags and they've got this kind of stuff with them, you know, somebody can just carry this and maybe a couple other smaller things for everybody else. So just up to you, but medical, you got to at least think about having a good medical kit. All right, so the next thing you need to have is communications. And we're seeing this right now in this big storm that we've just had, and all the cell phone.
I use this cup, man, with the strings. You gotta get the strings and use the cups, and you keep the wire tight. You put the cup to your ear, and then the other you talk, and then you be like, "Hey, Timmy," and then he be like, "You know what I'm talking about." I don't know how you coordinate that shit, but yeah, you need that.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
It always worked in the cartoons, and I actually tried it in real life, and it does actually work. You just gotta do it right. It's important that you do it right. That's the right way to do it.
Towers, they're not working. The generator's backing those up. They're gone. And so people just cannot communicate. And so you can't always just depend on your phone. And so having an option, whether it's a couple of these kinds of walkie-talkie radios here by DeWalt, and I really have loved these, got a review on those, or
motherfuckers be out there trying to have walkie-talkie sex. Push the button. Yeah, girl. Tell me what you're trying to do, what you got on over there in that apocalypse. Over. Then she come back. You know, well, I got my apocalyptic bloomers on. Over. Girl, you got something blooming over here. Over. We can get what I'm saying, you know? Walkie talkie love.
Bofang like this is nice, or a ham radio with a ham radio option. So having those kinds of, of course, this has got, I think, emergency channels for listening to an emergency, I don't know, weather or other things going on in the area. So, and extra batteries for this. So this is nice. You can unscrew the antenna here, and it's a pretty small package. But throwing some way to communicate other than your cell phone into your go bag is.
He said pretty small package.
Oh my God! Wow!
Is going to be one of those really necessary things, I believe. All right, so next thing you need to think about are some flashlights. I've got a couple of headlamps here from Streamlight. I really like Streamlight. Great value, I think. And there's another Streamlight. This is the ProTac. You can see it there, ProTac. And then, of course, extra batteries. There's a great O light. This is my EDC O light that I love to carry. But of course, extra batteries, you need to have those with you as well. So certainly a way to see in the dark. Let me just throw in a couple of extra things about seeing here. These are bonus, so take that for what it is. But bonus here, here's a thermal monocular that may be handy at night. ASP Micro TM160 thermal imaging monocular. So if you want to see in the dark, some kind of thermal scan, if there's people coming in the night, and you don't want to just shine your bright light to let them know that you're there, then you can use this, something like this. So that's one option. Another couple of things, this is not really for nighttime, but a couple other things you might want to consider having. These are, again, bonus here. But one is, this is a rangefinder. So if you're trying to figure out how far is the next hill, how far is the next tree that I need to get to or something, or how far is this camp or town away from me, this will be very helpful as a rangefinder. So having that might be good. And then, of course, having something like this, either a large pair of binoculars like this or a more compact size of binoculars, but having some way to see at a distance might be pretty handy. Now, if your bag is pretty filled up already, go for maybe the smaller package. But maybe some way to be able to see at a distance would be pretty helpful, I think, and handy in a bug out bag. All right, so having some kind of way to defend yourself or protect somebody, could be, again, wild animals, or maybe someone's wanting to hurt you. This is just me. I mean, I'm just going to have something like this with me, whether it's a Glock 43X like this, or Glock 19 or something else, spare mag. Of course, I don't have that loaded right now for the purpose of this video. But one thing I wanted to mention about this is on this bag right here, in the 2.0 version of this, it has this kind of pull away EDC compartment right here. So, and if you get one of these little MTAC holsters, it's got Velcro in there, you can just slide one of these MTAC holsters down there, and that will hold the firearm in place. So having that down there in this bag is a kind of backup. So you're not just kind of showing everybody you have a weapon. That might be a good way to go. So if you want to, protect your family, especially in a very disastrous situation and people are going to be crazy, you never know what people are going to do. And you have every right to defend yourself or someone else. And so having something like this, I think is going to be an important part of a bug out bag. All right, so we're coming down the home stretch here. Just some miscellaneous items I like to just throw in the bag. In addition to this, I also actually have already in the bag, I forgot to take it out, just some hand sanitizer. I don't know. It might be helpful to have some way to get some bacteria and stuff off your hands. So, but here's some miscellaneous things. I've got a write in a rain pad. So even if it's raining, and a pen, and that's really handy. If it's wet or damp or something, it'll still write. That could be handy. And also a Sharpie. Got a compass. Got to know how to use a good compass. And this is just my backup compass here, but still might be helpful to have direction. With the compass, and I didn't include it, and I maybe should include it. If you have a little fold-out map, I should have included that. I've got one in my car. But if you have a fold-out map, might be good to throw that in there too, of your general area, your region, wherever you live. So anyway, but there's that. A signal mirror. So if you need, I don't know, to signal somehow, then there's that. And then, I don't know, paracord bracelet. Nice to have just a cloth or some kind of handkerchief like that. At
this point, he just doing random knickknacks for his personal preferences and shit, right? It's one thing I want to suggest before I get out of here, and that's one of those wind up chargeable radio things. Sometimes they be flashlights too. I'm see if I can find one. Based on price, they have a lot of features. They even have like USB ports so that you can charge shit. They have sometimes solar panels, but more importantly, it got the old crank system. Pretty much one of these right here, right? Of course, it has a power bank too. I think this is the one. You look at the specs. Has on-the-go receive NOAA weather alerts anytime, anywhere with this portable lifesaver, Bluetooth streaming, connect to other devices for music and more. That won't be one of my concerns. Portable charger, charge devices with USB-C, works with most cell phone, tablets, and more. A long-lasting battery, 10,000 mAh battery, long-life lithium-ion battery, lasts 200 plus hours of radio operation. NOAA weather information anytime, anywhere, weather alerts direct from the National Weather Service. Multiple sustainable power sources. It has solar panels, recharge the battery from direct sunlight, hand crank, recharge the radio during a power outage or anytime away from a power source, a USB-C rapid charge by connected directly to power. Has AM/FM radio with clock and temperature display, and a power creep LED flashlight for power outages or navigating low light areas with SOS strobe to signal for help. Ultrasonic dog whistle assists K9 search and rescue teams to locate during an emergency. Don't care about that. The 600 plus alerts. Removable lanyard strap for easy grab and go. Wow, they have a video for this. Let's check it out.
Pro portable crank emergency. Hey everyone, welcome back to Midland Minute. This week, I'm here to tell you our bestseller got an upgrade. Introducing Midland's ER310 Pro portable crank emergency radio. The ER310 Pro gets the latest, most accurate information straight from the National Weather Service. This gives you the time needed to seek shelter and safety before, during, and after the storm. When cell towers become destroyed or overwhelmed during storms, the ER310 Pro has your back. The ER310 Pro has an impressive battery life of 200 plus hours. This will keep you connected through your entire event. Not to mention it has multiple power sources, including that powerful battery, a hand crank, and solar. This allows you to stay alert no matter where you are. The ER310 Pro.
This nigga, look at JL. Now with this one, he wants some to keep his cell phone charged so he can stay on the hub. So I'm all for this one. It allows me to continue on Cornhub.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Fee 5 4 figure. Even in apocalypse, a nigga gotta be a nigga.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Pro is great for power outages caused by a tornado or severe thunderstorm, or in your car when you're evacuating a hurricane or a wildfire. For fun along the way, the ER310 Pro has Bluetooth streaming, so you can listen to your favorite music along the way. It also has a powerful LED Cree flashlight that'll help you navigate power outages or dimly lit areas. Not to mention, it also has that SOS strobe if you need help during an emergency. The ER310 Pro is easy to carry with this lanyard. You can head to our website, midlandusa.com, to check out Midland's newest bestseller.
Get you a couple of those. Get that water, that community water purification thing. Yo, you good to go. You more ready than ready. You more ready than Freddy. It works, man. Why don't you believe? It works, brother. Hey. Kenny, that's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. I was expecting a demonstration straight up. I was quite disappointed. She's sitting there holding that shit. She just talk. She pretty much repeat the same shit. My black ass red. I need a goddamn demonstration. Maybe I can find one. You never know, man. The University of YouTube. The University of YouTube. You never go wrong.
If you are a regular viewer of my...
Yep. University of YouTube never lets you down, buddy. We got to see more about this device. I think it's pretty cool. It still ain't cool that's a water contamination device. I don't care what JM says. That nigga gonna be thirsty. We gonna be drinking some delicious aqua.
Channel, you already know that I am known worldwide as the queen of all that is GMRS. And if you don't watch my channel, and if you did not know that, now you do. But being the queen of all that is GMRS does not mean that my entire life revolves around GMRS and GMRS radios. I am still...
Why does this funny looking man keep calling himself a queen? What in the Tyler Perry Madea is going on here? But I'm going to let him rock on out because I come here for some other information.
Well, just a normal boy, and like most normal boys, I too have other interests and obsessions and fetishes. One of those being emergency radios. Not two-way emergency radios like hams radios or GMRS radios. I mean the one-way type of emergency radios. The kind of radio that every home should have at least one of for listening to in the event of a hurricane, a tornado, earthquakes, or even the occasional made-up insurrection. And this is precisely why the Midland Corporation has sent me their new ER310 Pro emergency hand crank and solar chargeable radio and power bank, because it is perfect.
Is it, people? This the one we about to learn today.
Perfect. For those of you that are very good at cranking your handle. Yes, you heard that right.
What's with all these creepy ass, pervy, double entendre, weird ass, sexually affiliated ass fucking jokes this nigga doing? Maybe this is just his thing. This is my first time watching this channel. We're gonna let him rock.
Finally, all of those years of practicing and getting good at cranking your handle has finally paid off. And the best part is that this is a very simple device that anyone can use, and that means two things. Number A, any idiot can use it, including children and even women. And number three, because it is so simple.
Oh, this dude got jokes. That boy said, even, oh shit, look at Candy. You she a goddamn spy. Look at, see, Candy the kind of chick, you try to date her, she on like, yeah, can you FaceTime me? Then you FaceTime her. She not even looking at you. She looking all around the goddamn room. No. She trying to see. She looking all around the house. She looking all around the house, trying to spot the presence of a woman. Anything that's, sorry, I should have muted my mic. Anything that's left that could have been from a woman. Oh, I see some lip balm over there on the fireplace mantle.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
This means that this video will be short. The cost for the new Midland ER310 Pro portable emergency radio and power bank is $99 monies. And for your clicking and purchasing pleasure, I will put an affiliate link directly to the Midland website so that you can purchase one for yourself or just get more information about it. And yes, my friends at the Midland Corporation, which, by the way, is an American company located in the state of Kansas City, did send me this emergency radio so that I could share it with you. So when you purchase the new Midland ER310 Pro, in the box you will receive a user manual, 14 pages long and written in perfect American English as one would expect from an American company, and it very clearly describes all the functionalities of the radio in a large and easy to read font. You will receive a USB-C's charging cable. You will receive this very handsome wrist lanyard with a metal ring on one end and Velcro on the other. And you will receive the Midland ER310 Pro emergency radio and power bank. As you can see with your very own ocular juice orbs, it is fairly small at this big.
I don't know if he's zesty or just one of those dudes that find inappropriate, weird dad jokes to be the most hilarious shit ever.
By this big, by that big. On the top, you will find a solar panel for charging the battery via the sun. Oop.
There you go, Candy Cane. That's your solar battery right there. That's your solar battery.
As well as a button that will activate the flashlight and the ultrasonic dog whistle. I will discuss that more momentarily. On this end, you will find the LED light and the emitter hole for the ultrasonic dog whistle. I will discuss that more evanescently. And on this end, you will find the grip the retractable and rotating antenna, a rubber door concealing a headphone jack, the USB-C's charging hole, and the main power disconnect on-off switch. On the rear, you will find the cranking handle for cranking. And on the front, you will find the large and easy to read LCD screen, 3 very simple to use control buttons, and a noise hole. The radio is manufactured by the soft and supple hands of the children in the child slave labor camps of downtown China. However, as mentioned,
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
This dude funny. This I think his humor is growing on me. Hey, I'm sorry. I like a little dark humor.
only moments ago, Midland USA is an American company, so when you purchase a Midland product, at least the majority of your monies stays right here in this now great again country. The previously mentioned LED has 3 settings: low, high, and annoying. And the radio can receive commercial AM radio,
Chicago Bears. Why? Because
commercial FM radio,
I love it. Elmer's. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station
and all NOAA weather channels.
serving western Riverside and southwestern San Bernardino County.
And the radio can also receive NOAA weather alerts. And you can also use it as a Bluetooth speaker for listening to music from your phone or other noise device.
Bluetooth mode connected.
The radio is powered by an internal power bank that holds 10,000 milliamp hours of electricity. This not only means that it can run for hundreds of hours, but it can also be used to charge other things like your cell phone, flashlights, or whatever. And as you can see, using my favorite USB-C's cable, it is charging my phone at 7 or 8 watts, not at the puny 1 or 2 watts like many lesser power banks. By the way, this is my favorite USB-C's cable because it tells you how fast it's charging and when it's done charging. And best of all, it only costs 10 monies. I will put an affiliate link to this cable in the more information section of the video below. The radio is not waterproof, but the idea here is that you use this radio to let you know that a flash flood is coming so that you can.
I prefer my survival gear, stuff like this, to be waterproof. Even if it's not like you can jump in a lake with it, waterproof. I need it to be, I left it out in the rain for a few minutes, waterproof. I need it to be, it's just a rainy day and I'm running with it, waterproof, if you know what I'm
saying. Avoid the flood. If you're already underwater, you probably have more pressing issues to worry about. Anyway, you can charge the power.
I don't need it to be waterproof, just water resistant. Can a nigga at least get water resistant?
Oh my God!
Power bank via the USB-C's hole. And unlike many lesser power banks, that is a high-speed USB-C's charging hole so that it doesn't take all day long to charge the 10,000 milliamp hour battery. You could also charge it from the solar cell on top, or for all of you pros, you can just hand crank it. As you can see, I am very good at cranking. And according to the user manual, 1 minute of vigorous hand cranking will give you about 9 minutes of radio listening.
This dude real fascinated by the cranking part of this. He's a fucking gooner. I like this device. I actually had one. I got a decent one from Walmart because Walmart does sell them. It didn't have the solar panel features, but it had the radio. It had the wind up. But I think mine might have been water resistant because it was more like for camping. But I think you should have one of these, even if you're not a prepper or anything. You should just have one of these in the house. You know, especially because I know in Texas all the time we having the grid going down and power stuff, or it's just, you know, if the power go out wherever you stay, you got this for AM, FM radio. You see what's going on in the world. You can charge your cell phones off it. When the power go off in the house, you know, depending on where your cell phone's sitting at, you stuck. If you got 30% when the power go off and it don't come back on no time soon, you got to work with that. But with this little device right here, sit it out in the sun in the daytime, crank that motherfucker up when you need some power elsewhere. So, yeah, I think this, I don't have one of these in my home right now because the one I had before I lost in the house fire. But I'm going to buy one of these, even if I don't use it for what we've been talking about today. This is a must-have. This is just a must-have. And a few of those fucking straws. I don't care what Jam say. A few of those life straws are a must-have.
Time, and we all know that you can crank it for more than just 1 minute. As I alluded to only moments ago, the radio is very simple to use. Just make sure that you have the main power disconnect on-off switch set to on. You only need to turn it off if you're going to be storing it away in a closet for a long time. Then press this button to select what you want to listen to.
Elmer, trust me.
Press it again to cycle through AM, FM, and weather band.
Gradually decreasing showers for Saturday night and Sunday.
You can turn the volume up and down using the volume button, and you use the tune button to change frequencies. And you can enable or disable the NOAA weather alerts by tapping the bottom part of the band button. Using the flashlight is also pretty much idiot-proof. Just tap on the big flashlight button, tap it again to make it brighter, and tap it a third time to make it annoying. Tap it one more time to make it stop. And as mentioned only moments ago, the screen is very large, very simple, and easy to read, and it also has an ambient temperature readout. And finally, the ultrasonic dog whistle, which, if I'm being honest, puzzled me at first when I first saw it listed as a feature, but now I have seen the light and I get it. The dog whistle is a kind of SOS call, so that if you are lost or incapacitated and the search and rescue teams have dispatched the cadaver dogs, they will hear the dog whistle noise and come and find you.
I can fucks with it. I can definitely fuck with it when it comes to survival. When it comes to dealing with these motherfuckers right here. I can. The whole tone just changed just like that, right? I just switched it up on y'all just that easy. That's what I do. I ain't done yet though. Just like that. We done switched it all the way up. But yes, when dealing with these motherfuckers right here, that little device will come in handy. And I don't care the life straw. I believe in the life straw so much that I will be buying a life straw, right? And I'm going to go scoop up a bucket of dirty little dishwater, and right here live on my show, I'm gonna drink it. That's how much I believe in it.
Does life straw actually?
But I don't think I believe in a life straw as much as this guy that I'm about to show you guys. This guy belief in the life straw puts mine to shame. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about.
No.
This does life straw act?
Yeah, this guy belief in the life straw. Let's check it out.
This does life straw actually work? I guarantee after this video, you will know if life straw works or not. We use the Life Straw Go series for all of our airplane travel, and we always carry a life straw with us on our long, daunting hikes. So we have 3 different waters with varying levels of yuck. And we also have this clear life straw so you can actually see it working in action. Let's go. Lake waters first. You can see it's clear right at the top. It tastes fine. It doesn't taste like anything. Like, it just tastes like water. Next up is the muddy water. It can clean the dirtiest water by removing up to 99.999999% of bacteria and removing 99.999% of microplastics. Again.
Hey, y'all saw it right there live.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Y'all saw it. He hit that dirty water, and it was clean at the top because it got filtered.
It can clean the dirtiest water by removing up to 99.99999% of bacteria and removing 99.999% of microplastics. Again, crystal clear at the top. I don't taste any dirt. And last of all, the toilet water. It tastes good. Does life straw?
He lost me after toilet water. Candy evil as fuck, yo. Candy, why? Why? You evil. Let me tell y'all something. He lost me after toilet water, just off principle alone. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, nah, I ain't the one. I'll let I don't know. I don't know who's gonna drink it. I'll pass.
Walk among us.
I would definitely pass. I'll let y'all have it. Yo, I believe.
Walk among us.
If anybody gonna test toilet water like that, it's gonna be on one of our fair skinned counterparts. They're very brave when it comes to stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know why. They just are, you know what I'm saying? That's just how they rock. You know, they swim with the sharks and love jumping out of perfectly good planes. Yeah, I'm good on the toilet water testing. I'd rather scoop something out the ditch before I do that. Yeah, that toilet water testing, you just know some buns. You just know buns been on that shit.
After dark.
You just know that shit been soaking in butt cheeks, yo. And pee, and I don't know. Even if the toilet is clean, it could be a down there brand new toilet, right? Just knowing it's toilet water. However, Candace said he gotta be in some strange things not to even hesitate on that. However, I don't know if y'all ever felt extreme thirst, but there come a situation. LD toilet water. LD toilet water might not be looking that bad. I'm just saying. I ain't saying go get your twisty straw and just dive in and start drinking all the toilets at your neighbor's house, okay? That's not what I'm suggesting. All I'm saying is I think
dark. They become.
We could do better than that. You can find some water sources that just, don't rub you the wrong way. Let me think. What can I do before I get out of here? Do I got anything else? No, I do not. I think I'm gonna go partake in other activities. I definitely can't go to sleep yet because it's 4:00 here, and I used to stay up to 6:00 to wake my son up for school. He has a real problem getting the fuck up, right? But yeah, I think I'm gonna go watch some anime. I've been watching I think like Sword Hero season 4 or something. I'm gonna try candy. The cooties got me. That's why I really finna take one of my vitamin C concoctions real quick. And chill out. But appreciate it. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. If you're popping in late, go back and check out the video, do the replay, pull it back. You will be entertained. I be talking to shit. Trust me, we definitely learned some shit tonight. I know I did, and it's stuff out there that we didn't know about.
Stop playing with me,
but we're not ready for you yet, outro. We getting there, kid. Listen, they want Unc out of here, y'all. They want me out of here, so we're gonna give them what they're looking for real quick.
Type shit.
Stop playing with me, Drake.
DJ K. Come on, I'm doing all shit.
Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. Posted up on the island with a bitch. They call me cause I ain't on that dumb shit. Yeah, I'm rich, but act broke with a bitch. Duval day, I really do it for the kids. Getting checks, never gotta work a job. No Viagra, dick still get hard. I can make your auntie swipe a credit card. OG in the game, realest that you ever. Aunties get down on the floor. Show these poor ass hoes how it go. Back it up like Freak Week 94. Is she under 24? It's a no. Come on, I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activity. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit.
What's up, nieces and nephews? Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share. It really helps the channel out, and you already know. I appreciate y'all big time. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay cool.
Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a